And we are back. This is the very last session of the... Actually, it's the second day of Mobile World Congress, but it's the first day on our live stream. And you know what? The AC is working very well. It's getting kind of cold in here. Anyways, I'm so glad to have Mark and Maeghan over here. And we're going to talk about security. We're going to talk about passwords.
Getting rid of passwords.
Getting rid of passwords.
Yes.
All of these 1, 2, 3, 4 password things.
Yes.
And you have some technologies with Intel, and one that's called Truecrypt.
True key.
Oh, it's almost crypt. True key, of course. Oh my goodness. And actually, you have a demo over here, Maeghan.
Yes.
So, Mark, if you can just tell us a little bit about True Key and what I can do with it.
Yeah. So TrueKey is a cross-platform application that helps to eliminate the hassle of passwords. What it does is it stores all of your passwords for you. It automatically remembers them and makes logging in really easy so that you can get access to your websites or applications from any of your devices in an instant. And instead of having to log in with a password now, you can log in with things that are unique to you, like your face or a fingerprint or swiping your phone or several other types of factors. So it becomes very easy to log in. The average user doesn't have to remember passwords anymore. And we think it's a great little application.
And I'm so bad at passwords, I tell you that.
Everybody's bad at passwords. Actually, this is the whole problem today, is that we all have so many passwords to remember that you either use the same simple one over and over again, which is really bad for your security, or you write them all down on a piece of paper and carry that with you everywhere you go. And God forbid you ever lose that. That's not a very good way to be secure either. So TrueKey eliminates the problem for you. By remembering them all, allows you to create unique, complex passwords for every site that you go to. And you don't have to worry about remembering them.
I think I'm already sold to this.
Yeah.
Even though that I have a very, very complicated platform, but I'm using it a password, but I'm using it over and over again.
Right.
So just let us see. You know what? We have a little notebook here, and Maeghan is going to make a little demo for us. So show me how I'm gonna solve my password problems.
Definitely. So this is the application here on your desktop. You can see I've got all of my favorite sites.
Hold on, we're just moving the camera.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, here we go. Perfect.
Okay. So you've got all of your favorite sites here in one easy little launch pad that you can click and have instant access to. But I'm going to start off from the beginning and how to actually get in. I mean, if you put your passwords in one spot, you want to make sure that it's safe. Right?
Yeah.
So here I'm actually going to log out of the account. Sign out here. As if I was logging in for the first time. Okay. So now I'm going to go back here. Thanks, Mark. Multitasking. Okay, so there you go. So now I've locked out. So now it's black. If anyone goes to my computer, they can't see any of my passwords or websites. So I've actually assigned 3 factors required to get in. So we'll start off here with my face. So you're going to have to move this.
So the webcam is tracking you right now. Here we go.
You have a bright light behind you.
I think it's the spotlight here.
Oh yeah. Let's just get rid of the bright light. That's better.
No. Hold on.
Yeah, we could switch off one of these lights.
Oh, that might be helpful.
Or maybe it was Mike's face. Oh, Mark's face, sorry.
Here. So here, we can actually use...
Because this is always happening to me at the e-gate at the airport. Trust me, always. So I always have to use my fingerprints.
Here. Okay, here. I'll try here on the mobile device so you can
Okay,
see.
that's a little bit lower. Here we go.
That's okay.
Here we go.
Oh, here. I think it's the shadowing of the light here, but ideally here.
No worries, Megan. That's why we're doing live streams.
Yeah.
It's always happening then.
Okay. Now, here. Okay. So once the information is decrypted here on the phone, thank you. Typically, you don't have spotlights in your home on your face.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest problem. Plus, you know what, you're getting all kinds of shadows on your face, and that's the biggest problem here, to have the front-facing camera actually recognize this.
Exactly. So here you can see I've got...
A little bit lower?
A little bit lower?
Yeah.
So
okay.
you can see I've got all of my applications here, my websites, and I can log in with a browser. I've got a wallet, so I have access to credit cards, passports, driver's licenses, all within the application. And then here's that scary password generator. So making passwords that you really don't know how to remember, or if you definitely have more than one. And then it instantly fills them in.
This looked like my general password.
Yeah, exactly, the master one. So now the fun part on the mobile app is actually that you can move into other apps and it instantly logs you in. So here I'm going to go to the Facebook application. I tap on it, and Truecrypt knows I have a password for it. So instead of having to type and fill it in, I tap, it fills in the information for me, and it logs me into my app. So I don't have to worry about typing it in. And then Truecrypt, what you can do to add extra security is add additional factors. So whether it be your fingerprint on a device, or you can have a secure notifications sent to your phone, amongst other things. And the more you add, the more secure your profile becomes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So that's the mobile demonstration.
So, and once again, you know what, we have a quite tricky light environment over here, right? Again, you have this. These are bright LED lights, and when they're shining into your face, you have a lot of shadows on your face, and so this might be the problem for this.
I suspect it is. Yes.
Yeah, but are you also thinking of just using a fingerprint sensor maybe to log in?
So yeah, you can use a fingerprint. And actually what I've done here is one of the other factors is I have a secure notification that I've sent from the computer to the phone.
Okay.
So then when I swipe the device, and I've actually pre-assigned these. This is a trusted computer, and this is a trusted mobile phone. So by sending that notification to the phone, I swipe it, it goes back to the computer, and it's going to unlock my profile. And again, it just adds that additional layer of security.
Okay.
So then from there, if I wanted to go to one of the websites, here all I have to do is...
Let me just,
got it there?
Oh, sorry.
That's
this
okay.
way. Here
Perfect. So all I have to do is click. It's going to take me to the page, and it's going to fill in that information.
Okay.
And there you go. Yeah. And there you go.
So what Megan was demonstrating there was that you're able to lock this application and then unlock it, and she used 3 different factors to get in without any passwords. 1, you look at the screen, it gets your face. 2, it sends a notification to your phone, you just swipe it.
Yeah.
And both of those happen from trusted devices that you've enrolled already. So it's really high security that you achieve as a result. And then, you're able to get in and access all your passwords. So without having to type any passwords, you're able to get access to your passwords and get access to all your sites. And that, we think, is really going to help eliminate the hassle of remembering passwords.
So Truecrypt is now available. This is obviously an Android platform. And we have a Windows machine over here.
Yep.
What about iOS and...
iOS and Mac also, so it's going to work on across all of those platforms. The product is in a limited release right now, so we're continuing to build and improve it. We're actually working with consumers and taking feedback from customers and building in new features and capabilities as we also optimize the performance of the product. It's going to go general availability later this year.
So I also saw this was also part of the new Intel Atom announcement here.
Yes.
The X3, X5, X7 yesterday.
Yes.
Truecrypt is one of these features of it.
Well, not particularly. It was included in the same series of announcements that our CEO made yesterday. The specific announcements for Truecrypt was that we announced some partnerships for the distribution of the product with Deutsche Telekom, Prestigio, and Brightstar. So that was the announcement that we made yesterday specific to TrueKey.
So, in general, I mean, when we're talking about security in this world where, like, each and every week we hear something in the news about a security breach and hackers stole another 500,000 user data, profiles, whatever. I think this must be the best news that you guys can get, right? To come and sell your technology and show users how they can really secure their data.
Yes, the timing couldn't be better for a product like this. As you've noted, over the last year, there's been so many security breaches, so many issues with passwords that I think the level of awareness that we have a real problem on our hands is high right now. So yeah, we think that again, back to what I said before, the average consumer is really vulnerable when they're using the same password over and over again, and then one of the sites gets breached, your password gets stolen, and then it's available and people can use it to log into other sites of yours as well. So best you can do today in a password-based world is having a unique, complex password for every site that you have. But the future that we believe in has the passwords going away altogether. And we'd like to be able to use these types of technologies like multi-factor authentication, using your biometrics, so that you can just get direct access to websites without having a password stored in the process. And that's the vision that we're trying to build over time.
This would mean you have to convince all these websites to join you guys.
Yes. That requires the websites have to do something.
Or at least, the big ones, especially social networks.
Yep.
What you mentioned before, Maeghan, is the more biometric data I'm adding to it, the more secure it gets. So it's not only about the face tracking. If I would add my fingerprint to it, maybe even voice in the future, right? This is just making the overall password or the overall package way more secure, right?
Exactly. So it's not as simple as just, stealing a password anymore. You need to know the unique combination or make of every single person that use it. Maybe, me, for my banking site, TrueKey right now has 6 different factors that you can add. Maybe I have 6 for my banking site and maybe just 1 for my, cat tumbler, because I don't really care who goes there. And then, maybe in your case, you're the other way around. The cats are very important, and you've got the 6 there. So it's knowing the unique make, and that's what makes this product so special, is it's unique like you.
Yeah. Plus, as you demonstrated already before, this is also available on the mobile platform, because more and more people are just, mobile is going to become their first display.
Yeah. Yeah, and you need to be able to access your websites and applications wherever you are, no matter what device you're on. So having a solution that just works on one platform, whether it's mobile or Windows or whatever, is not good enough. We felt that we needed to be able to solve the problem for users across their whole digital life.
What about the encryption of the passwords that are stored on the device?
Yeah, they're encrypted with very high encryption, 256 encryption. They can only be decrypted on the device by the user. We're not able to access your passwords. Only you can when you put in the keys. Basically, the user is the only one that has the keys, so it's secure from that standpoint too.
See, that's how I'm getting out of this with Truecrypt, because this is also a true encryption, right? I had to do that, so thank you for having me out.
Yeah,
right?
bailed you out.
I'm so sorry. To see, when Intel bought McAfee, and you're also part of the McAfee team, right? At that time, everyone thought, oh my God, why is Intel buying antivirus software specialist? To see how you are developing on top of hardware, I think that's the key, and that was the vision at that time already.
It was, it was definitely part of the vision, was to be able to build solutions like this that both take advantage of hardware capabilities and offer, a great solution for users in the form of software and services. And TrueKey, I think, delivers on that. It has some unique capabilities that work on Intel hardware. For example, the new Intel RealSense cameras. If your device has one of those, then using the 3D camera, you actually can do much better face recognition. You're able to get a higher security face recognition capability. We also use capabilities inside the chip to know that you're on a trusted device. And so we are kind of taking advantage of the hardware platform and then delivering a user experience on top of it that we think is really compelling.
So is this already the pinnacle of security? Can it get any better?
Oh yeah, for sure it can get better. I mean, security is definitely a gradient thing, and you're never 100% secure. So, you know, this whole initiative, if you will, that we're launching with Truekey, is really an effort to help consumers become more secure. And we know that for all of us, security and convenience are always a trade-off. So you can make something that's really secure, but nobody will use it. And so it doesn't really matter because it's too much work or it's not convenient. So achieving, you know, the ultimate in security is not necessarily the goal for every user. You want to do something that helps, you know, kind of raise the bar of security for everybody and then allow the users, specific users will be more security conscious or want to do things that require more security. So we give controls to the user to be able to adjust that. And like Maeghan was saying, you know, on a specific site, or maybe even myself as a user, I'm a little bit more paranoid. I want to employ multiple factors to make sure that it's ultimately secure. And somebody else might decide, like, I just want to use the face recognition, and that's easy and convenient for me. So, but yes, security will continue to get better. New sensors as they come into devices allows us to do new things with biometrics that are better. And, you know, we'll just keep moving the bar up and up and up.
Tell us a little bit about your release strategy of this. There's a limited release right now.
Yep.
So it's a kind of, is it an open beta or public beta?
Yeah, you can go to Truekey.com right now and you can sign up for the limited release. And we're releasing the product out to a limited number of people. And like I said before, we're iterating the product and building it with the feedback from those consumers. And then, you know, once we think it's ready and we feel like we've got, you know, the right level of features and robustness, then we'll make it generally available following that period later this year.
You've already announced a couple of partners for this market.
Yep.
You said Deutsche Telekom.
Yep.
So they're going to pre-install it on their devices?
Yeah, they're going to distribute it to their customers. They haven't gotten into the specifics of exactly how they're going to do that yet. We're going to announce those later, but they are partnering with us to take it out to their customers in the various countries around Europe that they service.
Are there any additional partners besides Deutsche Telekom?
Deutsche Telekom, what we announced here at Mobile World Congress was Deutsche Telekom, Prestigio, and Brightstar. At CES, we made a couple announcements as well. We announced that Lenovo and Hewlett-Packard are also, HP were also partners.
Which is kind of nice because all of a sudden you also have the biggest laptop manufacturer, right? And using your technology.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you know, all of these partners can help us get this cool solution into the hands of more consumers.
And I guess this is the challenge, right? To really educate the users about about this and about the benefits they're getting out of this, and because everyone is scared of losing their private data, right? Or having any kind of data breach, and to work together with a bunch of really strong partners and to roll it out to the masses, because that's where it's really getting interesting. I think that's the challenge right now.
For sure, for sure. I think, like I said before, consumers increasingly less need to they don't need to be educated that there's a problem. Like, you know, if we were talking about this 2 years ago, people would be, you know, passwords, they're a pain, but whatever. Now I think, you know, there's really broad awareness that we have a crisis on our hands with the password system. So by putting a solution in front of people on a device that they buy or that they have that they can use immediately is a great way to, you know, help close the gap.
So if you want to make sure that you can still be one of the very first users to try out Truekey, Truekey.com, sign up for the limited program, and then you're going to be available to use it for free.
That's right.
Will it stay free?
No, it won't stay. It will stay free.
Okay.
The business model for the product is a freemium product.
Nice.
And so you can store up to 15 different passwords in it for free. And then above that, if you're a heavy user and you've got 100 different sites that you manage like I do, then it's $20 a year.
Which is basically like nothing.
It's reasonable, yeah. We think it's pretty reasonable.
Okay, truekey.com it is. Just head over there, sign up for the limited program. Maeghan, Mark, thank you so much for joining us over here. So this was the very last session of our stream for today. We're going to be back tomorrow morning. That's Wednesday, the 4th of March. And we're going to start and kick it off, I think, at 9 a.m. again. Oh, that sounds so early. It was a long day. That's like 9 hours of live streaming. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave us questions in the chat room. Or on Twitter with the hashtag TechLounge. We're going to be back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. And of course, we'll be just getting you some pre-recordings into the live stream right now. And I see you tomorrow.